beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. That catch good for only a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. And a line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. A.J. Epinesa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jalen Phillips. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A big play there for the Dolphins.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Out to his left. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Salvon Ahmed. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
To the air, Allen. Steps away to his left. Shreds the tackle, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Allen off the play fake. He's going to take another shot here. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A 1-yard pickup brings up third and 8.
These two teams all tied after 1. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down. Banks. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A few moving pieces on that play, because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, his 2nd sack of the night.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. A.J. Epinesa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Salvon Ahmed. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On second down now, it's Banks. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On play action, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Buying time to his left. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Banks. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down. Allen now looks to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Takes it at the 7th. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Tua, a final shot before half. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Allen going to try and run. 1st down and more for Allen. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the option. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he works free. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 7. brings up 3rd and inches.
Finding Knox there, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Now he's flushed out right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incomplete.
Allen hit. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game.
the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Tua going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. McKenzie returning it. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On play action, Allen. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. End zone on 3rd and long. Allen flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. It's fielded at the 45. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. He just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the 1st down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 30 on 2nd down, Allen. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. To the air, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll run on first down. Banks, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Bills on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On 1st down, it's Banks, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Banks, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Now a give right side. Banks. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Delano Hill. And he's got some space here. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.